Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lim. Today we're going to talk about function. Suppose you have two functions. Say the first one called fx and the second one called gx. And I let fx equal to x squared plus 2 and I let gx as square root x minus 1. Okay, so the first question is to find f3 and to find g to the power of half. All right, guys, you need to know that F3 is actually you're replacing X as 3. Okay, so if you I can see that very fast, you can get the answer. F3 equals 3 squared plus 2, which is equal to 9 plus 2, which is equal to 7. So similarly, G half is but replacing X as half, right? So we can get the answer. Our answer is square root half minus 1. We can use our calculator to get the numerical answer. So square root half minus 1, I get negative 0.2929. The answer in 4 decimal places. Okay, so it is very easy. Next, the next question is to find fk and gk minus 1. So from this question, we know that not necessary x must be number. We can change x as constant or variable. So in this case, I want to replace x as k. All right. So very fast, we can get the answer for fk is equal to k squared plus 2. How about gk minus 1? So the same thing, we will change x as k minus 1, k minus 1, right? So gk minus 1 is equal to square root k minus 1 minus 1. All right. So if you do not have any question, we can proceed. So, but let me delete this one because I need more space to write. Okay. So I'll delete this one. My next question is to find fgx. So what is fgx? Fgx is just fgx is just the function of g substituting into f. All right, because from the previous question we know that we can replace x as constant as number, and now we learn that x can become a function as well. All right, we can substitute any function into x. All right, so fgx. So I need to replace x as gx, right? So my answer will be gx squared plus 2, right? Okay, what is my gx? My gx is sub x minus 1, right? So you can leave your answer like this, or if you want to expand, no problem to expand it. So you will get by using rainbow multiplication, you will get x minus 2 sub x plus 1 plus 2. So finally, your fgx is equal to x minus 2 sub x plus 3. Okay. All right. So if you do not have any question, then maybe you can try to find GFX. Please pause the video, and after you've got the answer, then you play the video again to check whether your answer is correct or not. All right. Um, I think you have already got the answer, so we can proceed to get the answer together. So what is GFX? GFX is equal to, you're substituting f into g, right? You're substituting f function into g. So I need to sub f function into the g function. So as you can see, the answer is square root fx minus 1. What is fx? Fx is x squared plus 2, right? So this is our final answer. We cannot simplify this further. All right. For your information, we call fgx, gfx the composite function. All right. So GFF, FGX, HGX, GHX, all these are called the composite functions. All right. So if you do not have any question, I would like to proceed to inverse function. Okay. So the next subtopic is called the inverse function. Suppose we have a function called fx equal to 3x minus 1. All right. For your information, this is how we present an inverse function. The inverse, the power of negative, refer to inverse. But this is not equal to 1 over fx. Because for your information, you learned this in algebra, right? X to the power of negative 1 is equal to 1 over x. But for function, the power of negative 1 refer to inverse, which is not equal to 1 over, not equal to. So please bear in mind this very important information. Okay, so let's go back to the question. We have fx equal to 3x minus 1. So the question is to find f inverse x. So the inverse function of f. How to find the inverse of f? The key is to change this to become y. Okay, and then the equation on the expression on the right hand side, you can just copy. So you get 3x minus 1. Now, the next step is to make x the subject. So make x the subject. So I need to transpose my negative 1 to the other side. So I got y plus 1 equal to 3x. So my x equal to y plus 1 over 3. So you see, now I has changed x as the subject. X is on the left hand side now. So this is not the end because the question wants you to find f inverse. So what is your f inverse? F inverse is x plus 1 over 3. Please make sure you change your y back to x. And the rest of the number you can just copy. Okay? If you do not have any question, then we can proceed with our next question. Say you have gx equal to square root 3x minus 2. So same, we have to find the inverse of g. How to find the inverse of g? The same thing, we let g as y. And then the equation on the right hand side, we just copy. And then we need to make x alone. We need to move all the friends next to the x, okay, to the other side. So the first number I need to move is -2. So I got y plus 2 equal to this. So my 3x equal to y plus 2 squared. X equal to y plus 2 squared over 3. So my G inverse is equal to square root, not square root, sorry, a bracket y plus 2 squared over 3. That is my inverse for G. Always make sure you change your y back to x, and the rest of the constant you can just copy. All right. So I hope you understand the lectures today. If you still have any question, please do not hesitate to talk to any of the mathematics lecturer. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.